Hello, this is Morguloth from Clan Seraphim, and this is my first recorded cube draft for the clan. I'm going into this with hopes of a reanimator deck, but obviously leaving myself open to whatever comes up. Exhume seems good for reanimation. Wait. That card seems to be a Jace the Mind Sculptor. And a Nicol Bolas, but Jace the Mind Sculptor. Well, if Exhume wheels, I'll take that as a signal that Reanimate is open, and I'll go into that. But for now, I don't think I can pass up first pick Jason the Mind Sculptor. $100 bill, ridiculously powerful. Blue is quite the color in cube, very deep. Can easily support 2 drafters, 3, without much of a drop off in power there. Like I said, want to keep my eye open for Exhume if that wheel's definitely moving into reanimation. Necromancy, this is good for reanimation. Looter, good to get stuff into the graveyard. A bunch of artifacts. Frantic Search is good. I've seen it do good things. Also good for reanimation. But that Tinker there is catching my eye. I've seen it do some broken things, and at least we can stick to blue. And if the reanimate spell wheels, then we know reanimation is open. Leviathan is good, but Solder. I cannot pass up on Solder. Especially since we have Tinker, that can lead to some seriously broken plays, and if our Inkwell Leviathan wields, then we are in business. So far we have Jace the Mind Sculptor, a Tinker, and a Soul Ring. What a glorious first 3 picks. This will allow us to turn 2 Tinker, turn 3 Jace, turn 2 Jace, if we can. That would be very nice. So yeah, now we're waiting on Matthew's make here for a pick. And yeah. Alright, and what do we have in this pack? Planeswalkers are awesome in cube. And Chameleon Colossus is a great card if you want to go green. But like I said, I'm want to go for that Reanimator deck. And blue-black is great, so even if I don't get into Reanimator, that Imperial Seal there, it's culling to me. With cards like Jace the Mind Sculptor, Tinker, even Sol Ring in your deck, Imperial Seal basically means you get to run 2 of each, and that's just silly. So these forced cards we have here are putting us on a good path. Blue-black control with hope for a reanimation strategy. So far, we don't really have any reanimate targets or reanimation spells or enablers, but we have a nice solid base which should leave us open in case reanimation gets cut. So for our next pick, what do we have? Sphinx of Lost Truths is good for reanimation. Future Sight is a good control card, but that's a lot of blue, and if I'm hoping to get some black, I don't want to go that heavy blue at the moment. The Zuvan Shapeshifter is sweet, but as you could see from my pick here, Sphinx of the Lost Truth was the way to go. It's card draw. It enables reanimation if we do wield those stuff. Yeah, so far so good. Sphinx of Lost Truth is also a 3/5 flyer after all, so worst case scenario, you end up with the 3/5 flyer. Alright. So, let's see what the draft has in store for us. Following our Sphinx pick, we have a Graveborn Muse, Teferi, Makeshift Mannequin is good for reanimation, but Control Magic is too good. Yeah, it seems that the reanimation strategy is kind of going out the window, and at the moment I'm sort of hardcore mono blue control. I mean, there's the Imperial Seal there, so I'm still open to black. But yeah, it's looking mono blue so far, which isn't the worst place to be honest. I mean, if you do have the cards for mono blue, it can be powerful. Alright, looking here, there is nothing really. I mean, I don't really like Nezumi Grave Robbers in a reanimation strategy. Well, we have Tinker, so I think it's worth taking artifacts when we can. And between Erratic Portal and Worn Power Stone, I think Worn Power Stone might be good. Because we have the Sphinx that we might need to kick. Obviously we could sack it to Tinker. And yeah, Worn Power Stone seems good. There was nothing there that I really wanted anyway, so it seems like a decent enough place to pick up a little acceleration. Sphinx of Lost Tooth is good unkicked in reanimation, but if you're going to be playing straight blue control, you want to kick it. Alright, just checking how everything's going. And waiting on Matthew Schmig, or whoever it may be. Alright. What do we got here? Arcane Denial is the only thing. We have Nim Deathmantle, but not particularly fond of equipment. Even the swords of Light and Shadow, Fire and Ice, all that stuff. They're good and all, but if you don't have a creature, and you leave yourself open to removal and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go with the counterspell, which again, mono blue control, counterspells come in handy. It's not the best because they get to draw cards and stuff, but on the other hand, so do you. And hopefully you counterspell their key card, and that wins you the game. All right, Exhume Wield, excellent. I'm not even gonna think twice about that. So reanimation is go. Now we want the Necromancy to wheel. That would be ideal, but we'll see. It had a long way to go, but then again, so did the Exhume. And if the Exhume got by, well, the Necromancy, in theory, should also float. But you never know. You never know how these things go. Alright, so far I am liking these picks. We're leaving ourselves open for a little reanimation stuff on the side. But, really, we're still mono blue control. And now that I see what we have here, there's nothing I really want. We could go for more artifacts for Tinker, but I think the Looter is going to be the way forward because, we didn't really want any of those things, and if we're going to go reanimation in the end, the Looter is just better than anything else in that pack. Alright. Oh! Leviathan. Not even thinking about that twice. It's awesome with Tinker. If we're going to go reanimation, it's arguably the best reanimate target in the cube. Yeah. This draft is going good. Might as well take the dragon. Never know if you need some more reanimate targets. Don't want to get aggroed out by Black Knight. Might as well take that from someone else. Yeah, at this point we're just picking up the dregs of the cube. It's interesting how a Broodmate Dragon is 14th pick there, or 13th pick, or 12th pick in fact, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's see what we have here for our 15th pick. What wheeled twice? Alright, what do we have for our 14th pick? Let us wait. Oh, Teferi. Well, there are worse cards in mono blue control. But, I don't know. With that Exhume and Imperial Seal, Inkwell Leviathan, I think we could do something with the Looter. Oh, good lord, what have we here? Reanimate, Distress, Tezzeret. Now, I know I said I wanted to go for reanimation, and I'm kind of freaking out here because this is the most stacked pack I've seen in a while. Mind Twist, Skin Render. I'm gonna go with Mere Battlesphere, and I'll explain why. It's good with Tinker. If you draw Inkwell, you don't have anything to tinker into, and it's actually castable at 7 mana, and it's quite ridiculous to be honest. And reanimation targets as they go, it's not too shabby. Now looking at it here, we have some card draw. Like I said, the equipment, not too fond of it. I think Mana War is the way to go. Since we have the blue control stuff, it's always great. And even if we want to go reanimation, if we can't reanimate an Inkwell with Island Walk or Fly or whatever, if we have to get through on the ground, nothing better than a Mana War to pop up their dude. Alright, wait here for our third pick. I just remembered, the Necromancy did not wheel, which is unfortunate for our reanimation strategy. But then again, it wasn't like that pack was overly stacked, so it's perfectly possible that someone took it just over nothing. So, yeah. Let's see what we have here. Sarkhan Vol is ridiculous. Oran Viper is good. Yeah, the Coalition Relic fits in with everything I've been saying so far. If we go blue-black, it's fixing. It's something we can sacrifice to Tinker. It's even acceleration if we want to hit a Battle Sphere or, who knows, an Inkwell Leviathan hard cast. Could happen. But yeah, there was nothing really there in our colors at all, and at this point I'm quite solidly into blue and, dare I say, black. So I'm certainly not going to pick any white cards or green cards over a playable artifact or black or blue cards. Alright. I'm going to take this opportunity to apologize for the poor commentary on this, but I lost the audio yesterday, so I'm doing a voiceover here, and of course it's never the same, and it's the first time, and well, you know how it goes. Well, alright, still waiting here for the pick. I'm just gonna pause this and skip to when the pick shows up. Alright, the next pick should be coming up now. Any moment now. Any moment. Alright, so. Okay, Bennett the Living is good mass removal. Willbender is sweet. What's this? Yosei is nice, but it's white. Ooh, extra turn. Yeah, I'm going with that. Reanimate a fatty. Extra turn, hit you with it. Seems like a plan. Okay, nothing here except animate dead. Reanimation lives. Excellent. I was a bit bummed that Necromancy didn't wheel, but with the Imperial Seal and Animate Dead and Exhume, that's already effectively 3 reanimation spells we have there. So, a couple more and we might actually be able to make a go at it. Alright. So yeah. I don't know. The capture of Xingqiu is a bit weird. I've never actually played with a Time Warp effect in draft before, but it seems powerful. I mean, like I said, even if we're going for control type route, if we do find ourselves in a situation where we're just winning and we don't really want to spend our mana, might as well get an extra turn out of it. And looking at this, counterspell seems the way to go, because we only have the Arcane Denial, and if we're going mono blue control or splashing black for reanimation or whatever may come up, it seems that counterspells might be a card we want. Alright, let's see what we have coming to us. I like my deck so far here. Jace, Tinker, Sol Ring, Troll Magic, King Denial, Inkwell Leviathan, Mere Battlesphere, Mana War, Coalition Relic, Capture of Xingqiu, Counterspell. All of these are basically in for sure, so we're solidly in blue as our main color. And at the moment, we're going towards the black black splash for reanimation, but really, if we open some sort of bomb in another color, or open or get past at this point, some sort of bomb, we may consider spreading out. I mean, I'm not going to take a different color over a good black card or a good blue card, but if there's nothing, might as well. Alright, so let's see what our next pick is. Wretched Bomb is overrated. Select spells on their colors. Braid. It's black. You know, we have reanimation spells. Might as well play something that makes them sacrifice their creatures. We could then reanimate the creature, or we could sack our own creature, then reanimate it, make them sack, get reanimate braids. I don't know, all sorts of shenanigans could occur. And I mean, Austere Command is good and all, but I don't like it enough to make me pick a white card over a playable black card. I don't know. I suppose I have a bit of an unorthodox drafting style, if you will. Feel free to comment on it and tell me how horrible my picks are. But I don't know. So far, I'm happy with the way this looks. So here we have nothing except for Revoker. I mean, gets in for some early beats and can handle some problem cards. So yeah, nothing else for me really. Might as well take the Revoker. Alright. Easy to cast no matter where I go. Might stay in the sideboard, might come in depending on what I end up with. But I don't know, I find that I like having 1 or 2 early beaters in a control deck. Just, you know, give it another angle. Hit him a little bit, and then the finisher maybe, you know, you can take a 1 turn off your clock. I don't know. If nothing else, you can block their Goblin Guide. I don't know. Seems like a good idea to have a small blocker. Plus, it's an artifact which I can set to Tinker. I don't know. I'm liking the synergy. Alright. Let's see if we can keep some synergy going. Tezzeret is good, but I don't really have any cheap artifacts I really want to bring except for Sol Ring, and I think Distress is going to be better in this case. I think I want to go into black, and I just need some sort of disruption. I mean, I have 2 counter spells and then a bunch of late game stuff, with the exception of Tinker, I suppose, but I don't know, I feel like I get overrun by an aggro deck, or I don't know. I seem to have lots of key cards, which if I don't get them into play, I'm going to lose. So Distress seems like an important card to have. Now, obviously, Duress or something like that would be better, but especially being double black and stuff with not any real fixing. But I don't know. I think a Distress can be a key effect to have in a control deck. Yeah, can't argue with that. I mean, control deck and disruption makes sense. You know, not so much a combo deck, really, but if we do a reanimate Tinker, it might be good to see if they have a counter spell. And as much as I like Mimic Vat in concept, if we're going for a reanimation type deck, I think Looter Real Core is just, we're gonna need enablers. We only have 2. What do we have? Sphinx of Lost Truths and Looter? No. We need the Looter Real Core here if we're seriously contemplating a reanimation strategy. We need to get enablers. It would have been nice to get that Frantic Search, really, but I mean, Tinker is a valid pick over Frantic Search, and we were certainly rewarded with the Sol Ring the turn after that, and the Inkwell Leviathan as a 10th pick, was it? I don't regret my Tinker pick, but it would be nice to have the Necromancy and the Frantic Search. We could really go for a nice reanimated deck. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. So whilst I'm keeping the reanimation dream alive, if you will, I don't think right now it's looking very probable. So let's see what we have here. I'm not going to play a forecasting cost artifact. Calciderm with its shroud can be painful. Yeah, might as well take Yosei. I'm not going to play any of these, and Yosei might make it if if I do get the reanimation deck going. You never know, Yosei could be a valid target, plus I don't want to get Yosei. It's not good to have everything tapped out in your control deck. I'm not going to play any of these, but Puppet Strings could be a pain against my, big fatty that's been reanimated. So I'll take that. Faith's Fetters, well, it's a second decent white card, and we do have the Hallowed Burial, so you never know. Alright, pack 3 has popped up quite quickly here. We have Shriekmaw, Swords to Plowshares, yeah, Icy. Sundering Titan, no, I already have Mere Battlesphere and Inkwell Leviathan, so I'll take some removal in the form of Shriekmaw. Why Shriekmaw? Well, it's in color, plus it could happen that we reanimate a Shriekmaw and use that to kill something. So, I don't know, Shriekmaw seems like a good card. You could hard cast it when you need a beater. You can evoke it. To state the obvious, of course. But anyway, these are debatable picks, but I don't know. The Icy Manipulator certainly was calling to me, but given that we have that hope of reanimation, and again, I don't really have all that much removal or anything to deal with any sort of aggro start, I think something like a Shriekmaw is important to be able to, deal with the creature. I mean, what happens if they pay a Baneslayer? I can control magic it. Alright. So, what do we have here? Wormcoil. Yeah. Fleshbag Marauder, Steel Kite, Woodfall Primus. Yeah, I gotta go with the Wormcoil. Not only can I tinker for it if I'm being aggroed down, it's eminently more castable than Woodfall Primus. And, I don't know, Steel Hellkite seems weak, because, you kill it and it's gone. Hits the table, doesn't do anything. At least the Wormcoil engine sticks around after you kill it. And, you haven't lived till they kill your Wormcoil and then you're reanimated and you get a Wormcoil and the 2 tokens on the battlefield at the same time. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so what do we have here? Liliana Spectre. Ooh, Factor Fiction is great. Necrotal is good. But Grave Titan is better. Yeah. Alright, I'll keep drafting mono bombs. Wormcoil, Grave Titan, Inkwell, you know, Jace. I don't know. Interestingly enough, all of these bombs are perfectly decent reanimation targets, but at the same time, they're perfectly castable. I mean, 6 mana is not that much, especially when you have stuff like 1 Power Stone or Sol Ring. Really, it's, yeah, I could see myself casting Grave Titan, Wormcoil Engine, maybe even early. And, hey, Wormcoil Engine and Grave Titan, basically, it doesn't really matter when they hit the battlefield. That probably wins you the game right there. Alright, what do we have here? Another Jace. Chroma, Masticore. No, I think I gotta go with the Diabolic Servitude here. My reanimation sense is tingling. Excellent. So, between the Imperial Seal, the Exhume, what was the other one? Imperial Seal, Exhume, well, obviously Diabolic Servitude, and Animate Dead. We have some, I mean, those are basically 4 reanimation spells. I'm not too happy with our enablers. There's just a couple of looters in the Sphinx of Lost Truths, but you know, let's not discount it yet. I've always wanted to try the reanimation strategy, so I might be pushing it too much because this is looking way better as a straight blue-black control list here. But I don't know. I may try the reanimation deck just for fun. I mean, that's what the cube is after all. Oh, good lord. Liliana's Vest or Black Sun Zenith. I think I gotta go with the Zenith. Vest is good and all, but like I said before, I'm worried in this kind of blue-black slow control deck by being overrun by aggro, and at least the Black Sun Zenith can do something to stop that. And yeah, this is looking good. I mean, we have bombs, we have control cards, and look at that, yet another reanimation card. Alright, we are good for reanimation spells. I don't need any more. 5 seems good. But I am severely lacking in enablers, discarders, if you will. Sphinx of Lost Truths is basically kind of late, although in the control shell it might be a way to get a finisher onto the battlefield. I could always distress myself, but that just seems suboptimal. That leaves me with the looters to get them out early, and that just seems weak. There's nothing here I want or particularly damages me, so I might as well take the blue card, Impulse. Since I am lacking in enablers, if I do decide to go reanimation, at least this way I can dig for whatever I might need. Can't hurt, I guess. Plus, it's an instant, so you can just do it at the end of the turn and cycle. It's better than nothing. Although, really, looking at what I have here, I don't think I'm going to be short of playables. Actually, it looks like it's going to be quite a tough build. Okay, let's see where this is going, shall we? Alright. Terastodon is good for reanimation. But, I don't know, I think I'm good with bombs. I'm gonna take the repeal here. You can see here in this video I didn't really think very much about it, and that's because, look, I have Grave Titan, Wormcoil, Equal Leviathan, and Mere Battlesphere. I think I'm good for fatties. And, like I said, I'm consistently worried about aggro, so repeal can cause some nice, maybe an extra turn's all I need, you know? Plus, repeal deals with all sorts of permanents, it cycles, it's an instant, fits in with the control theme. And like I said, I like that all my bombs are actually hard castable in this deck. Yes, Equal Leviathan will be difficult, but that's just because it's expensive. But Wormcoil, Grave Titan, Mere Battlesphere, these are all cards I can basically cast without too much of a problem, and once they come down, they should win me the game. So, that's the repeal over Terastodon pick. And I don't know, I may not end up going reanimation. I think I have enough cards to go straight blue-black control here, and not dilute the power of that with some half-assed reanimation strategy here. But we'll see. Here I take the Ajani Vengeance over the Sundering Titan, just because I don't care if anyone plays a Titan, and the Ajani Vengeance can be a pain in the butt. Aggro deck plays that turn 4 on the play, and tap down your land. I mean, it can lead to some seriously ugly situations. See what we got now. Yeah, Woodfall Primus, like I said, I think I'm good for the fatties, and if I'm going control, Capsize is known for its controlling nature. Alright, at this point, even though there's still 4 picks left, or 5 picks left, I don't really expect to get anything particularly relevant anymore. And with the cards I have right now, I'm pretty sure I could build 2 pretty decent decks. Like I said, the reanimation variant and the straight blue-black control variant. I don't really need anything else. So at this point, even if there's a playable, I think my focus should be on hating out anything I see that is, like I said, you know, particularly damaging to my strategy. So yeah. Alright, as much as I love the Isochron Scepter, I have nothing to put under it really except for the Impulse, and that's just useless. Well, I have the counter spells and all, but it doesn't seem worth a slot in the deck. Might as well take the Dark Ritual. Nothing else is really going to affect me too much, and who knows? Might be worth putting in a ritual to power out one of these fatties. Never know. Grave Titan turn 3 with some Soul Ring Dark Ritual action. Wouldn't be the worst. Anyway, like I said, at this point my picks are mostly irrelevant, but you might as well go through the motions, see what's wheeling, what's not, to have an idea of the strategies people are going to be playing. But yeah, like I said, with Control Magic, Shriek Maw, Black Sun Zenith, Appeal, I'm actually feeling, even Phyrexian Revoker, I'm actually feeling the aggro matchup won't even be too bad after all. I mean, it'll certainly be more difficult than the control matchup, in which we should pretty much dominate. But the aggro matchup will be tough. And what do we have here? Okay, I don't really feel like playing against a Necroma. Yeah, because it has haste and protection from all sorts of stuff, and basically just kills you. So I'm going to hate that. Alright, so 3 picks left. Like I said before, in all likelihood none of them relevant. So I'm going to take this opportunity to explain a little bit what happened here, which was last night. I was recording this and I forgot to turn on the microphone. And being the incredibly experienced draft recorder that I am, I forgot to check if the microphone was recording. And so I have to re-record everything now. So, like I said, I hope not to spoil anything beforehand. I'm trying to keep this as natural as possible. Trying to replicate a go as I comment as I go type feel to this. Obviously not going to work out exactly, and I promise that next time I do this, I will make sure the audio is being recorded at the same time as the draft. I know I personally enjoy listening to real time, if you will, much more than commenting on replays or whatnot. But anyway, yeah, important note, I'm not going to be commenting over replays. I actually did manage to record my playing, just that the audio didn't get recorded. So I'm going to try and simulate a comment that, you know, try and simulate actually being playing as I comment. It may seem forced at times, but what you gonna do? I'm going to do my best. Alright, so as you can see, these picks towards the end for some reason are taking forever. At this point I was also, I might add, very sleepy. Desolation Angel is cool. I don't know why it's even in the queue. I will take a Firebolt because I don't want to get bolted twice. And if I do end up playing the Looters, I don't want them to die. Alright, so, last pick of the draft. Pack 3, pick 15. It's a Signet. Alright, so this is the deck, and I'll see you in deck building. Thank you.